the Court of Boyer and Terminer, who have great honor in presenting Increase Mather, will be attending this trial.
Thank you, John. It is an honor to be here.
John Hathorne was born in 1641 and is one of the leading judges in Salem, who is famous for giving the death penalty to all accused of witchcraft.
20 men and women were executed and 200 were placed on trial in Salem, Massachusetts.
The first man accused and the first person who is considered the leader of the witches was Reverend George Burroughs.
Increase Mather was the father of Cotton Mather. Cotton Mather was against the use of evidence told by people who cannot prove it called spectral evidence.
Increase Mather does not, however, believe the same and will continue to use spectral evidence as proof of witchcraft.
George Burroughs, you're accused of performing witchcraft. How would you plead to this accusation?
I did not perform anything. I am a follower of God, nothing more.
We have reason to believe that you are in contact with the devil.
Well, may I remind you, gentlemen, I am a very religious man who would never contact the devil.
Then how would you explain the deaths of your two wives?
They died of natural causes.
Any evidence or witnesses to support your claims?
The Lord is my witness.
Lies, Your Honor, this is obviously untrue.
That was not the cause of their deaths.
Just admit it, Your Honor.
Order. We have analyzed all evidence filed under you, and they all point to you being associated with witches.
And this evidence would be?
We have the testimony of Ann Putnam.
Ann Putnam Jr. was 12 years old during the time of the trials and was one of the leading afflicting girls. She is one of the only girls who, after the trials, gave a formal apology for the hysteria that she created. The Putnams were very well known throughout Salem Village, and they definitely had the power to accuse anyone.
You're really listening to this child?
We will not take any of your foolishness right now, Burroughs. We call to the stand Ann Putnam, who will be giving her testimony in this trial. Welcome, Ms. Putnam. The Court of Boyer and Terminer very greatly appreciates your appearance.
Thank you. Shall we proceed?
Ah, yes, Miss Putnam. You've been so terribly afflicted with the possession of the devil. Am I correct with this?
Yes, sir. You are correct.
Burroughs, put a stop to this right now.
He was putting simple thoughts in my head.
It is okay. May I ask what these thoughts
He
were?
was talking to me and telling me to sin. He said the devil was coming.
I have done nothing of the sort.
Shut your mouth, Burroughs. Now, Ann, what were you saying?
He was using his witchcraft to mess with my head.
This girl is lying. I would never.
Forget it, Burroughs.
Ann, we've heard that you've had a dream about Burroughs and his deceased wives. Can you explain to us?
Yes, I can. It was just a few nights ago. It was dark and I felt a peculiar wind. I encountered what was most definitely a ghost. The ghost of Burroughs' wives. They had told me that he had killed them. They had also said he is the ringleader of the witches.
Thank you very much, Ms. Putnam. You may now return to your seat.
I just don't understand. I don't get it.
All the evidence points to you.
Why had you done it, Burroughs? Why had you killed them?
I am not a killer. Stop accusing me.
Well, shall we move to the next piece of evidence?
Ah, yes. We have heard that you have been involved with the Wabanakis. Being involved with the Indians is a serious offense.
Being involved with the Indians has nothing to do with witchcraft.
The Wabanakis are worshippers of Satan. It has got everything to do with it. You being involved with the Indians proves you have a relationship with the devil.
I would never associate with the Indians, let alone the Wabanakis.
We have also heard that you have survived quite a few Indian attacks as a young boy. How do you
Yes.
plead to this?
That is true.
Excuse me, but may I exchange information my father told me?
Yes, you may, Miss Putnam.
You're still listening to her?
Enough from you, Burroughs. Sit and be quiet.
My father, Thomas Putnam, had told me that if he is a wizard or is leading the witches, he would be able to perfectly describe what the devil looks like.
So, Burroughs, how would you describe the devil?
Pardon me?
Burroughs, we asked you to describe the devil. So what does he look like?
Well, he wears a blood-red suit and...
False! That's not correct.
Excuse me, but who are you?
I am Samuel Harris's slave. My name is Tituba, and I can describe the devil.
Tituba is an Indian slave from Barbados bought by Reverend Samuel Harris, the father of the first afflicted girl. She transferred information about young girls' fortunes and exchanged stories about magic and voodoo, which was forbidden in the village. She confessed to witchcraft but never got executed. She is portrayed as a bit crazy in a play written by Arthur Miller the Crucible.
So, Tituba, you said you can describe the devil?
Yes, I can. He's a very terrifying looking man. He's a tall man with black clothes, and he also has white hair.
That is it, Tituba. You must know more.
I was not finished. He could change forms.
What do you mean by this, Tituba?
Well, he could change forms from a great big black dog to a hog, or even small black and red rats. and he could change from several different skin colors.
So what you're telling the people of this quorum is that he's not a white man?
He is indeed a white man, but he could change forms from a white man to a black man, or even an Indian man.
This is preposterous. First you listen to this girl, now you listen to this slave. She is a slave. Why are you listening to what she says?
I may be a slave, Burroughs, but I am a witch. My master had gotten it out of me. It's so much easier to just confess.
Enough from you, slave. Go back to your seat.
This is going nowhere. I will not admit to anything.
Burroughs, you should just confess. There is too much evidence showing you are a user of witchcraft.
I cannot even describe the devil. How could I be a wizard?
Burroughs, you killed your ex-wives. We find you guilty.
What?
There's no reasonable doubt for your innocence.
No, I'm innocent.
We've explored your case and we have exchanged information with others, and all roads lead to you being guilty. Do you know what the punishment is for leading people of witchcraft is, let alone being a wizard?
The penalty?
Burroughs, the penalty is death.
No, please, I'm innocent. You have to believe me.
Burroughs, do not make a fool of yourself. The people in this room have found you guilty. Shall we take a vote, Miss Putnam?
Guilty.
Tituba? Tituba? Well, I guess it's my turn to vote. Guilty? John?
Guilty.
It's unanimous.
Wait, no, Tsuba, she didn't vote.
The representing members of the Court of Warren Terminer have a verdict. We find you, Reverend George Burroughs, guilty. Your title shall be removed and you shall be executed at once.
The slave didn't vote.
I have a choice. I pick guilty!
I have one last request, one that may change my vote. Please recite the Lord's Prayer.
Very well. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver